Alright folks, how you doing? So if you look at St Andrew's Square in Edinburgh, it looks very much like an eye. But what is the meaning behind this eye, and what does it symbolise? Well, to answer that question, or to offer a possible answer, we go to The Great Deception, written by Thomas Beaumont, who writes this. Edinburgh seems to have borne as many names as York through the ages, originally Jerusalem, or Mount Agned, then Elia, subsequently Caerleon, and finally Edin, or Odin, otherwise Moses. How it acquired the latter name has never satisfactorily been resolved, but the Norsemen in early days called it Hedin's Ale, which may be interpreted as the Eye of Odin. Traditionally, the Scandinavians believed that the Eye of Odin, as expressed in the Edda, roamed over the whole world and saw all things, and his two ravens, Hugin, mind, and Munin, memory, sat on his shoulders every eve and whispered in his ears the world's tidings and events. In my previous work I endeavoured to show that Odin was the same teacher or leader as Moses, which is confirmed in many directions, and in Odin's never-closing eye, the city of the Jews, which had so determinedly worshipped that remarkable man's nebulous deity Jehovah, was, one might say, the apple of his eye, Odin's city. This view is necessarily conjectural, but it explains the name wherein Odin's or Moses' city was so termed the Eye of Odin. In any case, its antiquity was profound, and hence we find Gildas, the monkish historian, son of the king of Dumbarton or Alclith, describing it as Caer Edin. Don't know how you pronounce that. It's in Latin, a most ancient state. But when you look at St Andrew's Square, it looks a bit like an eye. In fact, it looks a lot like an eye. And well, I've just dropped a lot of heavy stuff on you there with that passage from Thomas Beaumont. And that's a lot of things that I'm going to be unpacking, both on this channel and hopefully on Unslaved. And over the next few months or possibly years, it's going to take a long time to unpack everything that I've just briefly kind of touched upon there. But when you look at St Andrew's Square, it looks like an eye. Is it Odin's eye? Is Edinburgh the city of Odin? Caer Edin, is it Odinburgh rather than Edinburgh? I would say possibly so. And things that Thomas Beaumont's coming out with here, saying that Odin was the same person as Moses, is that sacrilegious? Is that blasphemous? Is that true, or is that possibly true? The city of the Jews? Well, I've touched upon when Scotland was Jewish before. I would say that most of the population of Scotland today has either Ashkenazi or Sephardic, or possibly both, ancestry. And Scotland is very much a nation of people of Jewish descent. That is, to my mind, beyond question. Because Elizabeth Caldwell Hirschman and David Yates, obviously two Jewish authors, have written that book and have made the case. And in my opinion, it's a rather convincing case. But what they have not done is go far enough back to properly explain it, which is where Beaumont comes in. But we'll be unpacking all of this on this channel within the next few months or possibly years, because it's going to take a hell of a long time to unpack all this stuff. This is just giving you a preview, a sample, a teaser you might say, for what's to come. Thank you for watching.